So if we look at the setup here now, okay, as I said, the key thing for me is getting that shoulder square. It's going to be tricky to sort of see from here, okay, but in the fact we can sort of see your logo a little bit closer to your head there, you kind of brought your shoulders around. You certainly feel, I think, there's a bit more twist in that initial position there. We want to get the shoulders with that tilt and the chest feeling like it's pointing back towards the right hand side. So if I'm here now, I'm kind of going that way. I can feel like I'm aiming down there. It's so common for people, especially people when they're in the ground, sorry, on the other side, when they're in the ground before the golf balls, they're coming in like this. They then try and move everything to go this way with their top half. And this is what we see with your impact position. As you went back on the left-hand one now, you slid your lower half. You sort of see the writing on the bottom of your bag there, your leg covering that, and not that big a backswing, yeah? And as you come into the golf ball now, sort of head time to move to the left to try and help it. When you did it slowly, it was obviously moving a lot to the left to try to send it that way. And then your arms then get a bit tucked up here post-impact and through to follow through. So that was your backswing length before. This one here now, this hip at the back has sort of been pushed inwards towards target, sort of just tilt your spine a bit. It makes your rotation now a million times better. And we've not said anything in these swings. In fact, we've actually said to sort of slow your backswing or shorten your backswing just to focus on the impact. And your backswing length has almost increased by about 50%, yeah? You made a really good pivot there. You've got your spine angle back there, whereas this one's obviously a little bit more kind of tilted back towards target. That there is a really, really, really good position. Hands are nice and high. Clubs behind your head there. Good fully rotate. Now as you start... Wrong one. Now as you start coming back in the golf ball, it's keeping that right side lower or your left side higher. So at impact, which would be just between the here and the last frame, we can see now your head would be behind the golf ball and your hands would be in front of the goal. And that's what we're trying to produce. And as a result of that there now, the width through impact, your hand disappeared out the screen there. And through to much higher, and the club just looks so much longer in your hand. I mean, that club there ever been back that far, just like, how's he got there? It's like extended the golf club, yeah? Whereas before, again, being a bit tense and a bit tight, the club didn't really sort of go as far as it wanted to. And yeah, the follow through's not disastrous there, but I think the movement of your body was just a lot better. A, when you were looser, and B, when you're in a position that your body's able to rotate both in terms on the way back and understanding, I think, as you said, your left side feeling stretched, longer, straighter, whatever terms you want to use. It's all about feelings, really. But when you move your left side into that position, it feels like that stretch and your left arm's able to sort of extend. Now, again, post-impact, we mentioned this back in sort of 2 or 3 lessons ago, obviously you come into impact here now, that's good. Through here now, your left arm will just relax and soften up, and you sort of hand check the target, which is going to help square that club face up as your wrists and elbows are hinging and unhinging accordingly, okay? But in terms of the focus, it's that backswing, and I would practice again at home. We did that drill up against the wall. Again, don't make a full backswing because you'll hit the wall. Swing to about here somewhere, okay? Then come back into impact. There would be impact. Head's behind the golf ball. You've got space from your shoulders to the wall. Hip and hands are on the wall. Club is not. Creating, as we said, that reverse K. From that position, just lift your arms straight up over your left shoulder, and then you rotate into the finished position, yeah? It's obviously changing the sequence quite dramatically, but you're getting into that good impact position, okay? And that will take a bit of practice. I think after 5 or 6 goes of it, you seem to get quite good at it. But funny enough, the first 2 was like what? Where's my body going? And it just takes that bit of time to kind of just almost press the reset button as to what your body wants to do, and then learn where we need to be to get in that good position, okay?
Well, that's why I came here, because I felt I'd reached the limit of what I could do with how I played.
And the thing is, like you, like a lot of golfers, have enough ability, and we saw that with the first 8 or 10 shots. The first couple were a bit loosey lockets and a few sort of loose to get into it. And after you got in a nice groove, you hit some lovely shots. And the thing is, you go to a range, and once you get in that groove of hitting good shot after good shot after good shot, you're finding a good shot based around maybe being too close to the ball, pulling the arms in, head going to the left, and the body then being thrown back, and it just all those combinations of 4 or 5 things created a good impact. But it was kind of more just like hit and miss and hoping when you found that good shot. It took you 7 or 8 shots to do it on the range, but it's a perfectly flat lie with the same club. It's effectively an easiest club to make contact with. Not too easy, not too difficult, sorry. But then you're on a golf course using different clubs, different lies, and there's a gap between each shot of a good 3 or 4 minutes minimum, really. Whereas here, you're in a goal ball every 20 seconds, so you can your body can kind of figure things out. Yeah. We've got to try and make sure we practice the movement. So for you on the range, getting the ball starting right at target will be a positive thing. Yeah. Because it shows you're not coming too far from sort of steep angle and across the ball. You're coming shallower from the better inside path. Yeah. Does that make sense? So with those movements, yeah. Good. Okay.
Absolutely.